Hey, good morning. Uh, this is Doug, your realtor here in Utah. Um, the as we've been we're going to talk this week about investments and investing in real estate and why real estate is such a good investment. That being said, I've taken a course and what I'm going to present to you is the kind of the four reasons the next couple of days as to why real estate really makes a lot of sense. And as far as investing in money and those types of things. So there's, like I said, four sections. We're going to go over each section, in brief, here daily, and then on Friday we'll be able to uncork it and lay everything out for everybody and say, here's the final and the total, right? So we're going to start, and it's always interesting to watch these because I think everything goes backwards, and I should have written it backwards, but that's okay. So we've got real estate, 101, return on investment. So the first one we're going to start and talk about is appreciation. So appreciation is the real estate, just as it sits, typically will increase in value over the years. My personal house, my wife and I've lived in it for over 20 years. Over that 20 years, it's about tripled in value, pretty close. Just and I mean, we've done upgrades, we've done things like that, but I mean, we haven't added another house, we haven't quadrupled the size of the house. It's just because it's been there, and the values keep going up. So anyway, values keep going up. So in our example here, on a $400,000 house, typically, if you had a 3.5% return annually, or not return, if you had a 3.5% appreciation on the house, meaning that the value is going up 3.5% a year, that would be about $14,000. On a $400,000 house with a 20% deposit or down payment or investment, if you will. So you put $80,000 down when you buy this $400,000 house. So $80,000, $14,000 divided by the 80,000 investment is going to give us a 17% return long-term over the house. So as you look at it just from the appreciation side, that return is absolutely fantastic. And I was talking to a lady here a couple of weeks ago, and as we were talking, she just made the comment that she just didn't know if real estate was right for her to get into. So our discussion went something very similar. It said, okay, so let's look at the next 10 years, and if you're renting the next 10 years. And she said she was renting now, and I said, okay, so you stay there for 10 years. You go buy, and again, I really like simple math because it works for everybody. I said, so you go buy a $100,000 house, and if that house increases 6%, and so I use 6% because that's closer to usually the average that you hear from 1980 till now is somewhere between 5 and 6%. So we talked about the 6%, and I said, so if it increased, 6% on a $100,000 house, that would be, you own it for a year, you'd be worth 106,000, and the next year to be 113, and so on and so forth. And I said, so after 10 years, you're gonna have, that house will be worth, call it 135,000. And I said, so with your rent, I said, are you able to, pay rent and put $40,000 in the bank? And she's like, well, no way. There's no way I could do that. And I said, well, by doing this, I said, you bought down the principal of the loan about $5,000 over the course of the 10 years. Plus your home is appreciated, like we just I've shown you here. And so I said, not only in 10 years are you sitting on a $40,000 nest egg that you didn't have to save, but I said, you actually have something that's yours. So anyway, as we look at real estate investments, again, very simple. You put in 20% down at 800 or 80,000, increases 3.5% a year. That's 14,000. 14 divided by the 80,000 is 17%. Not a bad way to go when you look at real estate, is the increase that comes with it and the appreciation. So that's your thought of the day. Let's get you into some real estate.